In this video, we'll learn how to capture design history. After completing this step, you'll be able to use Open to import a neutral CAD format and use Capture Design History. In Fusion 360, we now want to take a look at opening up an intermediate CAD format. This can be something like an IGES file or a step file, but something that doesn't contain parametric history in Fusion 360. To do this, we can either upload it to our data panel or we can go to our file dropdown and select Open. From here, I'm going to take a look on my computer and I'm going to use utility knife import.step. Once we open this, it'll bring it into Fusion 360 and note that it's not currently saved. I'm going to select Save and put it in my Foundational Concepts folder. While this does look similar to the projects that we've already looked at, there is an important difference between this imported model. It looks like it has components, but at the very bottom there's no timeline. If we try to activate a component, notice the other ones change opacity, and we can begin working on them, taking a look at the individual bodies, adding sketches, applying tools, and creating features. However, without the history or the timeline at the bottom, we're not going to have a record of anything that we do, which makes it a little bit harder to go back and make those parametric changes. So the first thing that we want to do when we're dealing with imported files is we want to right-click at the top level in the browser and capture design history. Now that we've captured design history, we are able to move these components around, capture their position, and apply joints. When we don't have history, we aren't able to do that because Fusion 360 needs to keep a record of where components are and where they're moving. Once we've captured the design history, we can begin working with the design just like we would any other design, adding our sketches, applying our tools, and creating features. From here, let's make sure that we do save this design before moving on.